We buy houses for cash in Canada, fast closing. We buy houses in Canada is highly beneficial to property owners needing cash and the ones who need to close fast. Professional real estate investors group pre-Canada members with extensive knowledge, background and training. Support We Buy Houses in Canada. You may be familiar with the advertisements of Canadian real estate investors who acquire houses for cash with fast closing to fulfill the needs of sellers. You may ask yourself what sort of business is buying houses? There are several reasons for buying houses in Canada and so, for selling houses. When we buy houses in Canada, we repair the house then sell it for a profit. We are able to get the repairs done for a very cheap price as construction companies offer specialized discounts to people who offer them a lot of work. The house is sold when repairs are completed. Afterwards, we buy more houses, fix and resell them. This process is called fixing and flipping houses in Canada. So now you might be wondering why a property owner in Canada would sell their home to Canadian real estate investors for discount price. There are several reasons for that due to circumstances beyond their control. A few reasons for which the property owner may turn into a panic seller include depression, drugs, divorce, etc. The reason we buy houses in Canada is because some people are in dire need for quick cash due to foreclosure, power of sale, delinquent payments, tax arrears, judgments, liens and/or property requires a lot of repair or updating. Sometimes it is because someone got a job and needs to move elsewhere. Other times a couple gets divorced and selling the home allows quick liquidation of assets. The reason for Canadian homeowners to sell their houses to Canadian real estate investors is to avoid going through a lengthy process of a real estate agent. It is very expensive and undesirable for the homeowner to manage the cost of repairs, commission of agent, etc., which would not be the case if he is dealing with a cash buyer. If Canadian homeowners sell their houses privately, it may not be the best option. They have to make many repairs, allow strangers into their home, and it is much easier to just sell to a cash buyer. Our process of buying houses in Canada involves giving out cash to the owner and taking the property. It is very simple and there are no hassles or fees at all. If a Canadian homeowner is interested in selling his house to a cash buyer, he or she can call them to visit their house. The Canadian real estate investor will look at the house and make an offer. When both parties agree with the price, they will set a closing date. The investor or the lawyers will make all the paperwork. In total, this process may only take a few days. If you suddenly want to sell your home, there are many benefits to selling it to a cash buyer. The main reasons for using a Canadian real estate investor include: 1. You do not need to put your house on the market by yourself. 2. It is a long process to go and sell it through an agent. 3. You are not obliged to pay any commission. 4. You do not need to wait for anyone to qualify for a mortgage. 5. You can avoid power of sale and foreclosure. 6. You can avoid consumer's proposal or bankruptcy. 7. You don't have to set appointments with buyers. 8. There is no real estate commission to be paid. 9. We purchase houses in Canada as is, and where is. 10. No need to repair. 11. Fire, water or wind damage properties. 12. Leaky basements. 13. Tenants that are not good. 14. Property is in need of repairs. 15. Estate sale. 16. Tax sale. 17. Auctions. 18. Relocation services. 19. Partners share buys out. 20. Stigmatized properties. 21. Ex grow up. 22. Former meth labs. 23. Ginny houses. 24. Short of cash to finish repairs. 25. Personal problems. 26. Drugs, addiction or sickness. 27. Presently need cash. 28. Traveling. 29. Problems with family. 30. Anything else incidental. Overall, selling to a Canadian real estate investor is the best option. It doesn't involve a middleman and finishes much quicker. The process of going through a cash buyer would be a lot faster for a homeowner than if they had to go through an agent while attempting to sell their house. That is the reason why we purchase houses for cash in Canada and close fast. Please call text 1-416-409-7300. Serving Canadians who are in desperate need to sell their property.